This conference will now be recorded.
So here you go and create some job .NET and
Okay.
freestyle OK, and then here, because .NET is set up in my machine, so it will be there in this itself. So go to the steps, inside here Windows batch command, and here you write whatever the command you wanted. That's all. And this command you will run in the your code, so which you check it out here. So that's
Got
all.
it.
So build now. It will fail, by the way, because the nothing is there. But
Mm-hmm.
uh, let me show you. See here, it's failed. Go to the console, and here you see .NET build got triggered. Now same error which I run here right now, it has come this way. So if you have a
Got it.
set everything in the machine,
Mm-hmm.
then Windows command you can run it. Same way you can
But
run
the thing
for,
is, Mhm. Sure. Sorry. Go
yeah.
ahead. Yeah, but in
So
the case
same
of
way,
npm install, right? Because we need to go to the specific directory. We cannot just do it at like the project cloned directory, right? So how can we traverse to that specific directory and execute the command?
okay, so understand this way.
Mhm.
What exactly npm install will do. So what is happening? The flow, I need to recall this. So npm
Mhm.
install, when you put it in, it
Mhm.
reads some sort of file that
Yeah,
just a minute,
package.json.
forgot.
Yeah,
Package.json.
right,
So package.json file. Now in this file you have all the JavaScript library. So what
right,
happens? They download it and put it in one directory in the relative path, some location. I am
right.
memory issues actually.
Mhm.
So download all the packages libraries, and that
Mhm.
is what it happens. Now the question is, wherever you have a package.json, uh, this file should be a part of the Git, okay, and
Exactly.
you clone that. And if it is
Mhm.
a part of this, it's a current location. Basically, you run this in current location. But you say
Mhm.
no, 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 I don't want to run it. It's there in some directory which is called C tools, and I want to run inside this. So if you don't want to run in current location, other location like some specific customized location, then what you can do, go to job configurations, and here this is you custom workspace, okay,
Okay.
and here you specify, instead of this one, save it, and I think I given a wrong path. It's a double slash needed actually, by the way. Okay,
Mhm.
so here you see is C tools. Now last one, if you see build number one, it happened in the current location, which was this. Got it?
Got it. Yeah, yeah. But the thing is that so now say like you have the given the custom directory, right? Within the custom
Hmm.
directory, when I clone, what happens is like it will go the package.json. It's going to reside in a separate file like assets, okay, React app. In that specific folder, I had to traverse through the subdirectory, right?
No, no, no,
So
no, no.
uh
You can do, just a second, hold on. You
mhm.
can do install in uh, uh, another subdirectory, another subdirectory, directory.
Yeah, because the problem is the package.json resides in separate directory. Yep.
Yeah, so you can do that one. So here you see this subdirectory name you can give it, and then that's all. So here,
Oh, I see what you
that,
mean.
got it. This one you can do. These are the
Oh,
things you
okay.
can do. So here, best way to run in nested folder. So here, by the way, you can change package.json also, and you can put that. So many ways are there actually. So this is the package.json, but
Mhm.
that's easier actually.
Oh, but there is no way from Jenkins itself we
Same.
can specify that, okay, go to this directory and execute the command. There is no way we can do that. Only the command
No,
itself
no,
has to
no,
support the.
no, 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 no. You can do there also. What
How can
see
we do that?
you you know that I know that. Let
Mhm.
me show you. Here I will go for cd xyz directory, and
I see
here
that. Okay.
npm build. That's all.
Oh,
npm
so
install, sorry.
basically, like whatever it is, pretty much like whatever the text box you are showing, that is pretty much like a
Ah,
command prompt. So we can keep on
command
adding the
prompt.
command.
Yes, it's just like
Okay.
manually you do that, right?
Got it. Got it. Yep.
So this way it will work. Yeah, more questions?
No,
It'll
I'm good now. Okay. This makes life much simpler.
okay. Okay, so can you consolidate the topic for me and share with me? So next sessions we'll go through that topic and it will help us to do the stuff.
Yeah, yeah. So the next, the topics, Raj, actually, like in the chat window, I kept it. So, okay, out
Let me
of
stop.
that, you already, okay, you know what? Let me put it again. Those,
Not.
This conference will now be recorded.
So the question is, how do we deploy a web app in a different server? So multiple
Mhm.
tools are there, and so we'll shape up with Terraform. I think this you
So,
must be little
mhm.
comfortable. So
Yeah,
PowerShell
I'm just
using
thinking like,
WinRMs.
yeah, rather than the PowerShell, is it possible for you to cover Ansible?
So Ansible, I can give you the small script for it, but again,
Uh-huh.
without Ansible is a big topic. So without
Sure.
understanding, you'll not be able to customize it. For example,
Uh-huh.
I'll put it in this way. Write Ansible
Mhm.
script playbook, basically
Mhm.
playbook which would deploy, uh, uh, which copy and run one PowerShell script in Windows machine.
Mhm.
So Windows Server. So this is a you get it, but the logic I don't know how much you will get it. Uh,
Okay.
which that is a problem because this is a different tools you have to
Mhm.
configure. So now the logic is this is your playbook. Okay. Now in the playbook, see here, this file is in your current location. Okay, and it will be
Mhm.
copied in your remote machine. So from the source location to remote machine. Now this script will run in the remote machine and
Yeah. So here is the thing I don't get it, right? Okay, because how would the Ansible know that it has to copy? Because it needs some kind of a credentials, right? Otherwise, from one mission to another mission, it cannot. So does it require any like a client server deployment or anything else needs to be done on the stage servers or the production servers?
yeah, so the first thing for Ansible, wherever you are running the command will be like this: Ansible playbook hyphen I inventory, and then your deploy.html hyphen u username and password and all kind of things, WinRM password. Okay, so all this thing will be there, but the problem is this command will work only in the Linux machine, and but it can deploy in the Windows machines. Ansible supported only Linux. I mean, server supported only Linux.
Oh, so
So
if
I
our
would
Jenkins is a hosted on a Windows server, we cannot use Ansible then.
Ansible you cannot use. So you can make the node, and from there, for example, let me explain it to you.
Mhm.
Uh, see, you have to define the architecture yourself. If you are
Mhm.
on completely on a Windows, no need to go for Ansible. So for
Mhm.
example, this is you.
Mhm.
This is your Jenkins server. Now
Right.
Jenkins server you have in Windows, but you
Mhm.
have added a node, and this is a Linux, and this is one more node is a Windows. So let's say you want to run Ansible. So for that you have to configure to run in this node, and this will run Ansible, and Ansible will deploy the software in multiple server. Got it? This one.
Got it. Got it.
So, but let's say if you don't have a Linux any relationship, then don't
Mhm.
complicate, just go for PowerShell. So let me
Okay.
example, I'll give it to you. So
Mhm.
write a PowerShell script which would run script which would print hello world. Now that script must be deployed using WinRM in another machine. What is the command for it? What is the command for it? So logic, you'll get it at a high level, little bit of correction here and there and needed. So this script, I'm putting a hello world, but it can be literally anything. Okay. Now this command you will invoke in here, this place. Okay. So here you can invoke, and here you are saying computer name. This is your target computer, and target computer, some user ID and password is not, this is not complete things. So see here, it's there. So computer name server 1, and the password is not given. So here what to do? See credential, I told you. So now I'll say write example of this with this
Mm,
this
but it won't be that simple, right? Right? Because when we say like it is simple, hello world, then it works, right? But now say like take one .NET application, okay? It would generate like a lot of files, like the bin files and also like the
so
assets,
create a,
JavaScript files.
put
Uh-huh.
it in a PowerShell script. No, just a second, hold on.
Okay.
With ps ps1 script in remote machine. PowerShell, I just give you the one simple example. It can be longer script, PowerShell script it can be. Put it everything in PowerShell script, run with a WinRM in other machines. So see here, this is a script block, and this is a PowerShell script. Here it is, your script. Put it every logic in this. This is your target machine. Authentic credential is not given. So I'm saying add credential with username and password. With username and password. So you get this some examples. Tutorials on Google also have a lot of which. These are normal topics, general one.
Yeah, no, no, I get it, but the challenge I'm still unable to figure out is, say now, for example, right? Because
See
it
here,
is not just one
this is
file.
a
Mhm.
this is the variable. This is username and password. You are passing it here.
Yeah, yeah. So in the existing one, that's how I do it. Like using the PowerShell. So I use the WinRM and using the user ID password, I would be able to do that. Okay. But the challenge comes, right, when it comes to like the real time applications, it has like so many folders, right? Like the bin folder and everything. And now say we are working like for a sprint, right? So you are working on like at least 10 different commits. Okay. So for each commit, I will be generating one file and I will be publishing them. Okay, but now somewhere I have to store that artifactory, right? So I know that when I'm moving to the production, that the same version is going to be deployed to the production. Otherwise I would end up again like
Okay, okay.
rebuilding and again publishing. That's not the right approach, right?
So actually then you have to define whole CI/CD model. So
Hmm.
multiple tools are required. So here I'll put it in a very simple way.
Hmm.
This is your Git, okay,
Right.
and this is a source code. Now you build this source code, and then you got executable. Now this
Right.
executable you will archive it. So there is a, this you'll push it to the Artifactory or Nexus. Okay. Now after this archiving is done, then you'll create one job deployment in Jenkins. And in the deployment, what will happen? You'll write a certain ways where the package will be taken, downloaded from Artifactory, and from the some location, X location, from X location, Y locations, you will put it up. So multiple servers. It's again here you can use many tools. I named it few this. Okay, and after that, the deployment is done, and then further steps will be there. So that way actually, so whole things has to be designed.
Okay. So will you be going over like one example end to end? This one, like how to build this setup?
I did it actually. If you
Hmm.
remember CI model, I did not use Artifactory, but
Hmm.
are you using Artifactory? Then it'll be helpful. Else it's just a waste of time. I can show you the demo, but
Okay.
you need those tools actually. So which tools you are using? And there's a Artifactory is there, Nexus is
Okay.
there. So I'll not teach you Artifactory and Nexus, but integration,
Mhm.
how to
Okay.
upload
Yeah.
it.
How to integrate? Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So if you are using Artifactory, then I can show you the demo. That's not a problem. But if you are not using Artifactory and then you want demo, it's just a waste of effort. Because
No, I
in
guess.
LMS,
Uh-huh.
in LMS, you will have
Okay.
those recordings also.
Yeah, I'm just thinking out loud, like Artifactory or Nexus. I'm thinking like,
It's
yeah,
paid
I'm
software.
just looking. Yeah, yeah,
Paid
I'm just
software.
looking quickly. Okay. Yeah, I guess like, yeah, we have Nexus.
Nexus. Then we can go for the Nexus demo actually.
Yeah, Nexus demo would be helpful. Yep.
Yeah. So Nexus is for archiving. Which tool you
Right.
want to use for deployment?
PowerShell. Yeah. I mean, like it doesn't make any sense because we don't have the Linux server, so it is of no use going using the Ansible or the Chef or Puppet. But
Yeah.
PowerShell would be the simple.
Yeah. So let me show you Nexus one right away. PowerShell part you
Mhm.
understood, right?
Oh yeah, but PowerShell I'm comfortable. Yeah, because I'm
Yeah.
already doing that. Mhm.
Yeah. Then I think it's very easy. Go to the
Mhm.
Manage Jenkins, go to
Okay.
the plugins, and here search for Nexus and sorry, available plugins. Same thing, integration, if you remember, same thing.
Mhm.
This is uploader, I don't need it, and this I need it. Maven artifact choice here.
Mhm.
So install it. So Nexus plugin is there. You have to install step number one. Okay. After that, second number, you have to configure the plugin with a Nexus server. So there's some uninstallation. I mean, some what do you say? Uh, Failure is okay. You can ignore it. It's not required. Yeah. So some failure is there. Restart the Jenkins. You say internet issues, nothing related
Okay.
to Jenkins.
Okay.
Okay. So now, first thing you have to install the plugins. After that, you have to configure the plugins. So, by the way, let me show you one tutorials also.
Okay.
Jenkins Nexus. So, see here, this tutorial will help you. Okay. So, first thing, say install plugins. Then second, configure plugin, and then use plugin. So this is what I'm doing. Rajesh 123. So I install the plugin one more time because last time it got failed.
Okay.
So let me check this. Yeah, I think it got installed. So if you see that here, search for the installed one. It is installed actually. Okay. So yeah. So now what to do? So let me check this. Yeah, I installed it. Now after that, I have to go and configure it. So same method, you go to the config here, and here options will be there for Nexus. Nexus. Here you see uh, many options are there, and here you have to configure it. So name choices and all. So Nexus. Yeah. So I'm looking for this one.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, so one plugin I did not install it. Nexus platform plugin. That's the reason I was missing that. So go and Nexus platform plugin, I installed it.
But in reality, you are saying like Nexus is altogether, it would be residing on a separate server, is it?
Let me show you the diagram.
Mm-hmm.
So here what is happening? This is Jenkins. This is Jenkins. And
Mm.
this is the Nexus.
Oh, separate
Nexus.
server
Okay.
then. Okay.
Yeah. So now here what you are doing, you are installing the first plugin, Nexus plugin, and then you are
Mhm.
configuring it with this Nexus. And after that, in the job section, you will download the packages from Nexus and deploy it to download it and deploy it to some of your target machine using this is Jenkins. Got it?
Got it. Got it.
So this I'm doing configurations right now.
Mhm.
So there is one plugin which is needed, Nexus platform plugin. So where is that? Nexus platform. This plugin is not there. Promotion task runner. Nexus platform plugin. Sonotype Nexus. Let me search for it. Is it installed? Let me check one more time. Uh, It's not there. Sonotype. I'm not able to find it quickly. Jenkins plugin. And this is the directory where all the plugins are there. So I'm searching for Sonotype plugin here. It's here. And the problem is this plugin. Why it's not coming then? Okay, this plugin is not coming because of it got suspended. Okay, that's the reason you are not able to see this. So suspended. So this plugin will not work. So now what you have to do, I'll tell you the some manual activities. So manual activities, what you have to do now. So plugin is not needed anyways. It's irritating work. What
Okay.
happens? Deprecation happen and you just trouble. So step number one, download a package using command curl from Nexus. This is the one you have to do. Step
Okay.
number two, to local directory. Okay,
Okay.
local directory, of course. Step number three, using PowerShell command. Just now I showed you in this WinRM command. Push this package to destination server, dest server. Another question is this one I was showing you on the chat GPT just
Mhm.
now. This one. Okay.
Yeah.
This file, it can be copied. You can use this command, for example, winrm command to copy a file in remote machine. So all this thing you will do that. Okay. So and next invoke command you have to use it. Invoke
Got it.
command.
Yeah.
So this you will do that. Now how do we download it? So let me show you. Google also you'll find it, but I
Yeah.
have this
Mhm.
notes already. So Nexus command, and here Nexus download This one. So here you see how to download package from Nexus using curl command. So this is your script. This is a PowerShell script, by the way, and this is a curl script.
Got
So
it.
this script and this script is shell script. So all script you have it whichever you want to use it. This is shell also. This is one-liner commands are there. Okay. So in this you have this is the PowerShell command. So let me explain it to you. This will download your packages from the Nexus. So this is your repository file. This is username and password. It's a variable set username and password. Encoding is enable disable, and this command will download the file. So here what you are doing, invoke web request URL header, passing the password, output will be stored here. That's all.
Got it.
Got
But
it?
here, like the password, how can we keep it secure? Because if I keep it like in the script, anyone can see that, right?
So that what you can do. Uh, Here you don't encode the password just like this.
Mhm.
What you do in Jenkins, there is one location,
Mhm.
and you can declare that and use as a variable. So
Okay.
manage Jenkins credential manager here.
Okay.
So
Mhm.
you can generate a password here and keep it, but the question is how. So credential provider, add. Do you have any options? Add. Wait a second. It should be here. But quickly, you have to go inside it. My bad. I forgot. Yeah,
Okay.
this is go to system, add a domain. Uh, no. Why this is coming different one actually? Ah, okay. So here you can. This is a little confusing. Add domains recently got.
Mhm.
So you should say like add name. Okay, and you
Okay.
create your name, and here you can add your credential. So whatever the types of
Understood.
credential, you can
Mhm.
put it up here. And now this credential, this username, and this is the password, but this is the ID. Okay, so this
Understood.
ID you have to use in the PowerShell script.
Got it.
So
Got it.
so you created one. Now the question is how do we use it?
Yeah.
So I'll just
Exactly.
put it up one example. I have created a password. I have stored a password in Jenkins credential. Show me example of how to use that username and password in whatever and the shell in Jenkins job. Shell means that Windows shell, bash shell, or whatever.
Yeah. Mhm.
So now see, so this is done. Now only things here it is. Got it?
Oh, environment dot my credential. Okay. Got it.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah. So this is username and this is the password.
Got
And
it.
this is a
Okay.
shell scripting,
Mhm.
and this is a bash scripting.
Okay.
Give me a minute.
So, yeah, now this is clear. So, in terms of like what you're doing is basically like once we have the application, we will be
Hmm.
generating the exe and upload it to the
Yeah,
Nexus server and
yeah.
encrypt the user ID password and then download and move it to the state servers. Okay, but so far
Yeah.
it is good. But so now, for example, say your sprint is like around 3 weeks, right? The developer would have
Mm,
deployed like almost like 10 times. Okay, but now
mhm.
on the day of the production, how do I know that like which version of the folder I need to copy to the prod?
So that is where that you have to introduce versioning.
Okay,
So
okay.
here versioning means Here, just a second. Where is that my code? Here. So here, whatever that you are putting now,
Mhm.
just look at this. Here this is the versioning. Okay. So
Okay.
this versioning, what you will do, you will introduce one variable. For example, I'll just show you simple way. You will go to the jobs,
Mhm.
new jobs, something, or
Mhm.
where freestyle, click OK. And now here I'll go to the parameterize option. Where is that? Here it is. Now I'm declaring variables. So Boolean variable, or let's go for Boolean only. No, Boolean not. Go for something text. My eyes is getting weaker actually nowadays. So it is choice operator, file extended, choice Boolean, uh, text. Oh, it's there. It's there. See, string operator, string parameters.
Okay.
So I was looking for the string, and
Okay.
here version. The variable name is version. Okay. Now default is 1.0 dot. What is this? 1 dot this one.
Okay.
Okay. And then this is set. Now
Okay.
next time, whenever you specify the version, you can use something here. How? Let me show you. So go to this configurations.
Mhm.
This version you have used it, go to the build steps, and here echo dollar
Okay.
version. So
Mhm.
this here, instead of here dollar, this one version, like this.
So when the
Okay.
developer tries to build, it would prompt the user to enter the version number. Is it?
Yeah. So something like this you can parameterize, save it.
Okay. Yeah.
Now
Let's run it. Mhm.
every time I'm passing 55555. So this automatically, this code here 5555, here 5555, here 555 will be added. So build and go to the build number one. It's got failed, that's okay. But what is this? Why this got failed? Oh, SH cannot be run Windows machine. Okay, so let me just correct this code. SH cannot run in the Windows machine. So for the Windows machine,
Mhm.
go to the build, delete this, cancel, and bash. Now here, this command will not work. So command will work. I think RAM will work. Let me get it. I forgot actually. Echo in Windows machine and print parameters iced parry. Oh, I should have passed the Jenkins. Oh, it's working. Not sure. It should. I thought it will not work. So this is a version. Uh, that's the environment variable. Okay.
Okay.
And let me check if it's working or not. So build with parameter.
Okay.
Build. Build number two. Console output. Yeah, it's worked. Oh, it
Oh,
did
so
not.
it is
It
just a.
did not. No. It did not print actually. So wait for a second.
Okay.
It should be. I think Windows style is this one. I guess. Yeah, worked. So this is the
Oh,
Windows style. And this is the Windows style. Dollar is for Linux.
And once it is declared as a variable, right, we would be able to use the same thing in our PowerShell command also, right? It will
Yeah,
have the
here,
visibility to that
yeah,
variable. Okay.
yes, yes.
Okay. So then in that case, like what is the standard? So now I got it. Now say like we are able to do the versioning at the time of deploying it, and now we are deploying to the stage server. Okay. But how would the developer know that, like whether he's now the time is to deploy to the production? Okay. But so far we never selected in which environment we are publishing these EXEs, right? So how would we give them the option so we know that we are deploying now the code to the production rather than to the stage server?
Mhm. So, lots of process is there. I mean, see, I'm telling you all this thing, but
Mhm.
Jenkins alone cannot do all this thing. Lots
Right.
of things you have to do. So, for
Mhm.
example, uh, you, what I would be there when again, I mean, difficult to comments because you need to understand the existing infrastructure.
Mhm.
But yeah, you can have uh, many things actually. uh, when you run in different environment,
Mhm.
uh, you can change the variables, all this thing. So you can have a, for example, if you're running the stage, so you can
Mhm.
use one property file. For
Mhm.
example, I'll put it in this way. So here, I'll just give you example. Okay, so choice
Yeah,
parameter.
so yeah, choice
So this
parameter.
is a
So we
dev
can define.
dev so here you say dev stage uh, prod. Okay. So here I like this just like this
Okay.
config. I'm just blindly I'm just telling you because I don't know anything about your environment. So
Sure,
now
sure.
here people will select, hey, I want to deploy in the dev. So what you will do, logic, you will write a PowerShell script here. Go to the step here, and logic
Mhm.
is if environment is equal to dev, do 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 this. If environment is equal to, you know, getting one
Mhm.
point is a
Yeah,
PowerShell
yeah.
script. Yeah,
Mhm.
staging. Do this and do this. All this thing you can put it up. This do this will contain lots of code. All this logic you can put it here. Maybe do this means running this PowerShell script. Dev.ps1,
But
ps1,
if we
something.
keep everything here, like in a PowerShell like window, that would be huge. Is there any way that we can write it in a separate file and then attach the file rather than the
That's
command
what I'm
directly?
saying.
Mhm.
Do this means your PowerShell script. It can be right now.
Uh, yeah, yeah, PowerShell script. But I'm saying like, can I write it in a separate file and just provide the link to that file?
Yeah, you are doing the same thing. No, here I'm saying if environment is this one, then run this dev.ps.
Oh, that is a .ps one. Oh, okay, okay. I see what you
Ah,
mean. Okay, okay.
so stage something like that.
And where would that PS files would be located? On the Jenkins
This
server?
in no, it will be in the code, right? Your git code. You will clone it here. Source code management.
Okay. So
Your
in the
code you will
Git, I
clone it.
need to copy those files.
Yeah, you'll clone it from there.
Got it, got it. Okay, now it makes sense. So pretty much like we can parameterize like your environment and your version. So before
Yeah,
we start the build, the developer or else like the DevOps team member, we would be able to select the version number and the
yeah,
environment, and then based on that, like the respective PowerShell script would be run.
yes.
Okay, this is much simple actually. Okay, okay. Rather than going with the Ansible and making the things complicated, because
No,
PowerShell,
that will
I
be
have more,
complicated.
yeah, because with
If you
PowerShell I have more control. Yeah.
yeah. See, I
Mhm.
know many tools, so I'm just talking about too many things. But for
Mhm.
time being, you keep it very simple. Don't introduce the new tool. Try to do
Mhm.
with the native tool which you have available. Uh,
Yeah.
and first you do complete the work. After
Mhm.
that, you submit a plan for improvement. So that way it will
Okay,
be good.
got it, got it. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because then I can associate, like, even if it is 10 different builds based on the version, I would be able to uniquely identify what artifactory I need to publish it. Even for example,
Yeah.
now, even if I don't have like the artifactory readily available, I can just
Hmm.
create some directory within my server and keep it temporarily, and later I can
Yeah.
improve. I can integrate with the Nexus.
Yes, you can do that.
Okay, okay, got it, got it. So, auto propagate. Oh, one last thing,
Yeah.
Raj. So now, hey, I know it is 12 o'clock for you. So do you want to take
No, that's
the
okay.
next session? It's okay. Yeah. So
No,
now
you
say
can.
like, cool. Thank you. So now in our .NET applications, right, we have like a web.config file. Okay. What happens
Mhm.
is the values within that web.config, it varies from environment to environment. So if it is in the stage, I need to have separate set of values, and if it is the
Mhm.
prod, I need to have separate set of values, because with the PowerShell, I did not find any intuitive way how I can change it. So for now, I kept it manually. So how can we automate that process?
Uh, that I need to find out too.
Okay.
Basically, I remember one thing I'm not able to recollect because it's many years I worked on this. There
Hmm.
is one called template actually. You're using .NET, right?
Yeah, .NET.
.NET.
Hmm.
.NET. Uh, how can I pass dynamic dynamic variable using template or something? There is a one thing I'm not able to recall. There's a config or some file it was there actually.
Okay.
So something was there. I did it in the Octopus deploy or something long back.
Okay.
Hmm, there is one file. Uh, no, this is
No,
too
no, no.
much.
This is, yeah. This
It's
is
too
like in the code they
just
are giving.
yeah, yeah. Just a second. Let me check this. I forgot to be honest. Octopus deploy. Uh, this one. So what I did uh, at that time,
Yeah, exactly. This is the one.
there is one file which is called this limited knowledge actually here. I need to search to be honest. Don't able to.
Okay.
So there is a templating way you can pass
Mhm.
the variables.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, so you can check this out. Let me see that quickly. How can I pass different property file as per the different environment such as dev QA using .NET, right?
Yeah, .NET or PowerShell. Yeah.
.NET PowerShell, all this thing. I'll just put it up. Some
Mhm.
clue. I have done it long few years before, but not able to
Okay.
recollect actually. There is a one NuGet packages. It was there. You create and
Okay.
transform something like that. So here,
No, the problem is that, oh, I see what you mean. Like the transform, it works for the older
ah,
version of the .NET, but in the new
ah,
version, what they have done is like they made it like a JSON file, like similar to how we have package.json. It is pretty much like
ah.
that.
I think this script is also same way, JSON file. So you
Uh,
see here, what you can do,
uh,
this you can check this. So there will be file name, multiple file name for each environment.
okay.
And here is an example, complete script passes different da da da. So probably this might help you.
Oh, so then for each and okay, okay, got it. Then I had to make like environment specific app settings,
In JSON
and
file, yeah.
then okay.
I'll
Then
paste these
where do we
questions.
keep the environment again? Like, so one last question.
In
Then in
Git,
that case, okay,
Git,
I can
Git,
definitely. Oh,
Git.
even the environment specific values, I had to keep it in
Yeah,
the Git. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
Oh, then it would take the corresponding file and then do it. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, this makes sense, Raj. So no, this is a lot. I mean, like it looks simple, but I'm pretty sure
Mhm.
when I do it, like I'll run into
Yeah,
few
yeah,
issues here and there.
yeah, definitely. This is just I
Okay.
gave you the logic. A real work, you'll start doing it. It'll take some time.
Yeah, yeah. So is it okay, like if I bother you for some more classes, like because I need
Yeah,
to
yeah,
understand like how to do all that.
sure, sure. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.